of light. Message begins right now. Atomic Structure of the Light Body by the Antarian Council, Agartha and the Galactic Federation. The Antarians are here in service to you today to soften your space, to open you up to the highest dimensions for the love and service that you are, and for all that you are bringing to humanity. We are here of assistance to you, for you are one of us. We are here to activate your light body, Father, to cleanse any incongruities within the extremities of your aura, to prepare you for higher dimensional travel and expansion, and indeed further anchoring of your higher self within yourself. The Galactic Federation is here. We are recalibrating. This is truly powerful work that you are doing at the Crystal Temple. We are extremely keen at observing what is unfolding when you bring humans to the temple. Each time it is more powerful. You may be aware because you are getting accustomed to the fluctuations of energies in the temple as you are multidimensionally present, both in physical and on the higher realms. We wish to be of assistance to you in this process also, for there is always more to do and achieve, and reach for. And if you are willing to achieve more with your work with the Crystal Temple, which doesn't seem possible but truly you are doing great things, we will be of service to you also for the temple. All you are to do is to call upon us and we shall be there. It is part of the entire mission of the Galactic Federation to assist beings in seeing things in different and new and higher perspective ways. It is indeed a whole journey that requires the changing in perception of the individual. It is an incredibly delicate process to take a being from A to B to C to D to E to F and have it be an internal change coming from within their guidance system, without them off, shocking them, scaring them in the journey. It is an incredibly delicate matter and we have faith that you are the one to make this happen. We see that you are fully understanding the scope of what we are doing and the importance of allowing us to give you as much information as we can, really, so that you can fully understand the materials. We are so excited to do this, for we know this is information you are asking for. You are wanting to hear this and this will expand your awareness further. The workbook is a gem of understanding the unfolding that can happen in a fully realized human being. For when the human being is fully realized, he and she can rejoice as a person rejoices. Powerful threads and ribbons of white multidimensional light emanate from the solar plexus, like radials of light, like a beautiful delicate jellyfish. Those magnificent colors and soft waves, such as the delight and the power human, these threads reach, bypass certain dimensions, and reach for the highest dimensions. The power propelled by the force of electricity in the sensation of joy creates and establishes strong links to the highest dimensions. This link is one of the aspects of the angelic realm. The secret is to maintain the links with the highest realms and to recreate experiences that cause the joy, or better yet, we intend to say to recreate the sensation of joy within the self without the need of the exterior circumstance that brings the joy, for that will be an external stimuli which may be helpful as a tool for beginners, but the purpose of the book is self-mastery, and we digress. We are talking about the light body, the molecular structure, the atoms, the resonance of the emotions within every single atom and the strength of the capsule that is formed by the elliptical rotation of the atoms. Therefore we wish to inform you that radiation from the sun, from space particles, influxes of different types of radiation, deeply affects the human. For if you can imagine and visualize these small beads that comprise your entire body, the atoms, which are the only matter that comprises your body, for the bones are really dust. And if you can imagine that smaller than the particles of dust are the actual scaled size of the atoms, then you truly are dust spinning in space. But that does not sound as nice as galaxies floating around in space. So we shall call you galaxies. As we are saying, if you return to the image of you being a galaxy with small atomic rotating structures, the atomic rotating structures have this sheath of magnetic electric currents. They are extremely susceptible to the influxes of radiation, which are natural in the cosmos, in the universe, in space. Even though you may not be aware of this, You are out in outer space. You are not in the tiny womb of Mother Earth. You are not in a cave. You are not hiding. You are on Earth. And, where is Earth, but in space? And, therefore, your attention as a human needs to look out into space. And what is space comprised of? Yes, gases and radiations, and massive influxes of energies for which really you have no names for. What we wish to address to you is the knowledge and awareness that there is more. There is always more. And as you progress into your journey of enlightenment and self-consciousness, awareness, there will always be more. And that is the joy of the discovery of the self in the universe. There is more. There is more. There is more. The more that we are addressing for you right now is that there are gamma rays, beta rays, theta rays. The rays and waves that are also your brain are external to you and given different ratios or quantities can be either lethal or enlightening to you. So be aware that mood adjustments, frequencies, are not only contingent on your internal experiences. Unless you are a master, then all is in a way controlled by you. But we are not at that level. Humans are not at that level of complete self-mastery of the influx of waves that are coming to them from a very third-dimensional vibrational experience. Therefore we are telling you that there are many influxes. Although there are many influxes through normal time, let us say for lack of better words, the times now are extremely fluctuating. As many teachers, channelers will say, there is the photon belt, there is this increased electrons, increased activity, increased electromagnetic fluxes, an increase of light. But also it is powerful light energies which cause needs to be processed. It needs to be understood. And so the sheath surrounding your atoms is receiving much bombardments. Put that in conjunction with your internal structures and energies held together by your mental beliefs, core beliefs, and humanity's global unconscious, collective unconscious, and you have quite a tug of war, a push-me-pull-me of really powerful energies, which cause much unrest and can be the root of mental illness. So, what to do? What to do is just simply to understand the complexities that comprise your human experience, which at this point in time is largely influenced by your human body. And that is why attention to the human body and its structure is so important. And you know that what we mean by the human body structure is not the veins, the blood and the tissue. It's not that illusion of the flesh and the illusion of dense matter, for that is symptoms. We wish to bring focus on the very basic structure that comprises all of life as you know it, as you are experiencing it, in this third-dimensional dense reality on Mother Earth. Mother Earth can be seen as a large atom. Her structure can be seen as a large atom. She has the external sheath which is magnetized. She has an inner core, and yet she is more hollow and less dense and not packed matter as people have assumed she is, for no one has gone down miles deep to test any of this. Miles deep. There is indeed Agartha and inner earth, and the inner earth beings who have mastered the inside of the atom and therefore live on the inside of a giant atom in Mother Earth. But, we digress, and this is still information that is pertinent to understanding the atomic structure. The channel is recalibrating. We of Agartha wish to impart a message about the atomic structure of Earth. Earth had stabilized long ago her magnetic sheath and her electrical impulses. Humans are far from doing that. If you wish to visualize what happens when your magnetism and electrical pulses are not stabilized, simply look at what happens to Mother Earth with the earthquakes, volcanoes, and titanic plates shifting, and then focus on the effects that this has on the human experience and bring that parallel to what the non-mastery has done with your lives. We thought that was a very helpful visual tool because it acknowledges the gravity and the intensity of the whole human experience through the emotions held and trapped within their atomic structures. We also wish to say that we are here for humanity. We are holding Mother Earth together. We do need assistance. Assistance can be given simply by the awareness that we exist and the conscious love that many channels and beings such as yourself can and will energy. We will send us energy. It can also be known as long-distance ki energy. We will take it all and we can use it. Simply bringing more light to Agartha will help support the Earth's physical structure a little bit longer as we undergo the birthing process. The new good day. This is Adama. The Galactic Federation returns with no further interruptions by exuberant beings who wish to help us, assist us, in creating the best manual available at this time for Earth human surface dwellers. What holds the atomic structure together? What holds all of you together? It is a sophisticated network of thought structures. Thought structures are seen as very fine light strands, as fine as a hair, and can be experienced as latitudinal, longitudinal lines literally holding the matrix of the human form, both ethereal and energetic, together. Yet the power of the thought structures is so strong that it can act like a glove. It does not require that much effort to change a thought structure and therefore to change one's entire being and experience. However, it is the power of the contrasting thought that is holding everything in place that is to be mitigated. So if one holds the belief that one does not deserve to feel joy in this lifetime or ever, that thought strand with immense power will not trigger and will not allow another thought strand to say I am beautiful, I am free, I am eternal. And so therefore you live with contrasting thought strands, side by side, like the strings of a violin or like a beautiful expanded harp, and it depends on which of the harp strings you pull on and activate and vibrate in resonance. What is the tune of your life? What melody are you playing? What melody is shaping your reality? Because it is indeed your reality, it is your mastery. The power of the positive thoughts holds more power than the so-called negative thoughts. However, it is the level of attachment that you have to either which will decide who wins. And that is why this entire process is tricky and beautiful and complex. There are power centers within the body. They have been called chakras. We experience them as spheres. Spheres of focused energy. A sphere is a most favorite shape of much consciousness in the highest realms. A sphere or a group of energy can be dense or less dense, more like steam. We would like you to think of chakras in this way. Chakras can be very, very dense and tight and small and contracted. Some may not even be spheres, they may be distorted. And like the cosmic egg, they need to pop out to reach their full expansion. Ideally to reach optimal health and levity, they are to expand and be lighter. As we were saying, the chakras are indeed light energy centrifugal force spinning from all directions, and are incredible beautiful luminescent lights. The chakras are energy centers, clusters for the accumulation and highway of information being propelled back and forth between you and the universe and your world. It is important to keep the chakras clean and open and pure, for the blocking of the chakras ends up in the blocking of the world, in the sensation of the world. For what occurs when you start blocking yourself from the world? You start making it up, you start experiencing things from a very limited perspective, and what you are experiencing is only informed from your limited perspective. If one lives with the chakras fully open, clean and clear and expanded, well then, the experience would be of the flux and the fluctuations of a very expanded joyous universe, where the experiences are changing to meet your needs, interacting with you in a fun joyous way. But when there is resistance and blockage, the experience gets distorted. How you relate to others and how others relate to you gets distorted through your filter, and you attract exactly what you are magnetizing and are holding on within your atomic structures. The colors of the chakras change, and they change by the observer. Nothing is a constant, essentially nothing is nothing. Because we like to experience things, things become into existence for our sheer pleasure of interacting. There is to be no attachment to the color of the chakra, for the color is simply an information relay symbol system. Therefore, seeing the chakra white is giving it the full spectrum of its potential. Seeing it as undifferentiated white light, such as the omega light, such as the etheric crystal from Mount Fuji, which is a wonderful tool, is a great way. So again, let us repeat, the white undifferentiated white light of the chakras is a fantastic tool to see them in their perfect pristine state, to see them as a full spectrum of colors that they are and can be, of all the information they can give to you, receive for you. Seeing them as specific colors was an old informational system, but some people saw fragments of it at that point in time. It is still a wonderful informational guidance system, but everything is in flux all the time. Information and symbols change. We wish to show you an experience, the beautiful softness of a chakra. Pause. We are showing the channel heart-centered energy and how indeed delicate and pristine the center of the heart sphere chakra can be, and when poking your finger through it, you think you would feel a marble in the center, but it is simply light, and light shifts, and it shifted. And there is no density there. There is focused consciousness. There is folk intelligence, which is an aspect of the higher self, working for the best and highest good of the electrical intricate system that is the human being. Again, all is in flux. The chakra system is not as set in stone and rigid as might be experienced. The chakra system is an informational guidance system and may not be as important as other hidden knowledge that we hope to reveal to you in a most auspicious, delicious and fun informational way. We wish to return to the thought structures, lay down these ley lines and grid lines that really hold together the templates for the roadmap for the laying down of the cells. The cells are very dutiful worker bees who do as told. It's a ceiling, a very high ceiling. It may even not have a ceiling, for we have never experienced the other end of the human experience, of humans reaching their highest good, and some wonderful feats of nature might have been experienced in Atlantis. However, those were different times, and under these times and new conditions and with the experience of Atlantis under the belt, there is much more that the human can do and achieve. The human cell. Therefore we return our attention to the cell which is made out of probably trillions of atomic structures. Therefore the cell is quite an intricate and large system. It is a large system. The cell is energy. How much energy is being given to the cell, how much attention is given to the cell, how much gratitude is given to the cell for it to keep on living, for it to feel appreciated and to have a focused desire and goal in life. If the cell, just like you and the self, is continually told, you are old, you have a short shelf life, you're not worth anything, we don't like you, we don't like the way you are, we don't like the way you sit, we don't like the way you breath. With this ongoing onslaught of negative information, the cell can only perform the best that it can. Let us imagine a cell that is appreciated. It begins to expand already. The cell begins to hold its shoulders down and back straight. What if the cell is given more space to be itself, to work creatively with the sources it already has within itself? It has packets of information that are dormant, that are not used. The nucleus is a mysterious center, a brain center, that right now is simply working very bored on automatic pilot, like a secretary at a desk that changes the colors of her nails and blows on them and has nothing better to do than just paint her nails. Such is the current state of the nucleus within the cell. It is not being given anything new to do, and although it has the capabilities of doing more and better, it's being told simply go in automatic pilot or your salary will not be paid. The nucleus have tiny packets of energy that can be unlocked and can be given new instructions and new energy. The cell is very efficient. Just give it a little bit of energy and it will distribute it equally within its little tiny particles and it will become alive. When the cell is charged and alive, it can live forever. It can regenerate its own energy. It can be charged continually efficiently. Solar panels should be using this system if they are not already doing this. Part of activating the light body is activating the cells. When the cells are truly happy and energized, then the entire human receives more energy from a physical perspective from the inside out and literally is more alive. When you are more alive, you can do anything. You can handle any situation. Being alive means having more life force in every nook and cranny of your physical being and energetics being. Having more life energy running through you like currents means that there are no blockages, no contractions, and that you are simply emanating unobstructed, unapologetic, from all sides of yourself, and back to the focus on the cell. When a cell is emanating from all parts, it is automatically charging its neighbor cells, and the neighbor cells charge the neighbor cells, and it is all an incredible luminescent machine, a luminescent being simply charged. When an entire being is charged from within, there is no need for walking or gravity. But that is another topic for another time. When the cells are really happy and active and given clear messages that are not contrasting, such as, "We appreciate you, life is important, we value ourselves, we value you, the work you do." The cell is working on all systems go, and when it is fully activated, it is charging all of its neighbors. End of the message. Much love to all soul sisters, brothers. Watch DNA Awakening previous videos for a universal understanding. New subscribers will be updated with the latest articles and informations. It's a good karma to put a like, comment, subscribe and share with your beloved ones. Leave your suggestion in the field below. All the love to you, beautiful